Have you ever asked yourself why you keep falling into the same toxic patterns? The fights, the regrets, the moments of self-sabotage that feel impossible to escape. Maybe you blame others, or think you're just too sensitive or not good enough. But what if the real answer was hidden deep inside you, in a part you never wanted to see? Carl Jung called it the shadow, and unlocking it might just be the key to finally breaking free. Welcome to PsychUtopia, your place to discover the hidden parts of yourself and learn how to live a freer, more authentic life. This is the first episode of our Shadow Work Studio series, and today we're diving into the mysterious, often misunderstood world of the shadow. By the end, you'll know exactly what it is, why it controls so much of your life, and how you can start facing it today, with courage, kindness, and clarity. Let's be honest. Life feels messy sometimes. You're working hard, but things keep falling apart. Relationships spiral, your career feels stuck, or you get overwhelmed by emotions you can't explain. You might tell yourself, I just have bad luck, or that's just how I am. But beneath those surface stories, something deeper is pulling the strings. This something is your shadow, the part of you that holds all the fears, wounds, and traits you push away. And here's the catch. The harder you try to ignore or hide it, the more it takes control, secretly, behind your back. Imagine you're trying to walk forward, but there's a shadowy hand pulling you backward every time you take a step. That's what your shadow does. It sabotages your success, fuels jealousy, makes you angry over little things, and traps you in repeating the same toxic patterns. This isn't a flaw or failure. It's a natural human experience, but one that can feel deeply isolating and confusing. You're not alone in this struggle. Everyone has a shadow. The difference is whether you'll face it or let it run your life. Most people react to their shadow with fear or denial. If I don't think about it, it won't hurt me, you might say. Or you put on a mask, a confident, happy persona to hide your true feelings. But here's the painful truth. Suppressing your shadow is like holding a beach ball underwater. It takes all your energy, and the moment you let go, it bursts back up with a splash, often stronger and more chaotic than before. Your shadow doesn't disappear. It grows in the dark, fueled by shame, guilt, and avoidance. It whispers doubts when you're trying to be your best self. It fuels arguments, makes you jealous of friends or co-workers, and even convinces you that you don't deserve happiness. And here's the kicker. Because the shadow is unconscious, you don't even realize when it's controlling you. You think you're angry at your partner, but you're really angry at a childhood wound you've buried deep. You blame your boss, but really it's your own fear of failure talking. This unconscious control steals your peace, your relationships, and your power. It's the invisible chain that keeps you stuck. But what if you could break those chains? Carl Jung, one of the founders of modern psychology, gave us the concept of the shadow, the parts of ourselves we deny or reject. It's not evil or bad. It's simply the hidden, unconscious side of your personality. Think of your psyche like a house. The shadow is the basement, dark, cluttered, and often scary. But it's also where things you've discarded are stored. You can't see it from the main floor, but it shapes the whole house's foundation. Your shadow holds feelings and impulses that society, family, or even your own conscience taught you to hide. Anger, selfishness, jealousy, vulnerability, and more. Everyone has these aspects, even the most perfect people you know. The difference is whether you're aware of them. When you deny your shadow, it leaks out in uncontrolled ways, like a pressure cooker ready to explode. But when you bring those parts into the light, you start a process Jung called shadow integration. This is not about fixing yourself or feeling guilty. It's about accepting your whole self, even the parts that scare or embarrass you. This acceptance frees you from unconscious patterns. It's like clearing the basement, finding forgotten treasures, and creating space to grow. Let me tell you about Sarah. She was a high-achieving professional who always felt attacked by criticism at work. Any feedback, even constructive, made her defensive and angry. She thought her co-workers were unfair or malicious, but inside she felt a deep knot of insecurity and fear. Sarah's shadow held a core belief: I'm not good enough. This stemmed from childhood experiences where she constantly sought approval but felt invisible. Instead of facing that pain, she buried it, creating a powerful emotional trigger. One day, Sarah started exploring Jungian psychology and learned about the shadow. She began journaling every time she felt triggered at work, asking herself, what is this really about? Slowly, she connected her reactions to old wounds. It wasn't easy. At first, Sarah felt overwhelmed and afraid to face the darkness inside her. But over time, she developed compassion for herself and realized her anger was a messenger, not a monster. Sarah's relationships improved, her stress reduced, and she found new clarity and freedom. This transformation was possible because she dared to face her shadow, not run from it. Ready to take your first step? Shadow work can sound scary, but it starts with simple awareness and kindness. Here are 4 practical steps to begin. Notice your triggers. Whenever you feel an intense emotion, anger, shame, jealousy, pause and write it down. What happened? How did it feel? What memories or thoughts came up? Journal freely. Don't judge what comes up. Let your unconscious speak through writing. Ask questions like, what am I afraid to admit about myself? Or, what do I hate seeing in others that might be in me? Practice self-compassion. Remember, your shadow is part of you, not your enemy. When dark feelings arise, say to yourself, it's okay, I'm here for you. Say this affirmation daily. I am ready to meet my shadow with courage and love. This rewires your brain to accept rather than reject. Shadow work is a journey, not a quick fix. Be patient and gentle with yourself. Consider pairing it with meditation, therapy, or supportive communities to deepen your practice. What part of your shadow do you think might be controlling you right now? Share a moment when you noticed your shadow in action. Your courage to share could inspire someone else on their journey. Also, if you found value in this episode, please like and subscribe. Your support helps bring more deep, transformational content to this community. Next time, we'll uncover the 5 signs your shadow is secretly running your life. So hit that notification bell and join us for the next step on your journey to freedom and wholeness.